Blog Talk Radio.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles veridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sit Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. Yo, what's cracking? You rockin' with your boy, the preacher's grandson, the thinky deacon, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites, the sinister minister. Y'all know who it is. It's Fat Cat, and I'm here with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. It's T, Satellite, Bills. What's cracking?
What's up, man? What's happening?
Nothing much. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show. You just met your host. And so, like I said, you know, we're about to have a wonderful topic time. But we need y'all, consideration. We need y'all participation, consideration, and all of that. So if you're watching us right now on Facebook, you can catch us also on Twitter. You can catch us on Periscope. You can catch us on iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk Radio, Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn, all those above. And if you haven't right now, I need you to do something very, 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 very special for me. And that's subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network on, I was about to say Facebook, YouTube. Y'all know what's up. And share this post so we can get more involved, so we can get more participation, because we're anxious to see what a lot of you has to say. So Satellite, what's going on in your neck of the woods, man?
I just did a lot of cleaning today. That kitchen looked like a hurricane. Just went through it. It was looking bad over there.
Wow. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We still learning. We still got a lot to learn. Ladies are better house for
They better in the kitchen.
Yeah, oh man. There you
Pregnant
go.
with no shoes on.
Oh, we. I did not say that.
I'm just jabbing, man.
Okay.
I'm just jabbing.
Okay. Hey, I'm just saying, just in case. Make sure y'all don't send your views courtesy of the Fat Cat Show. Just target this satellite right there. But like we say all the time, we want to say happy birthday to all those that are celebrating birthdays today, and we want to give our condolences to those that lost people. And I think my brother went to one of his friend's sister's funerals today, and I think one of his guys got killed last night. So y'all got to be careful out here. We not playing on the same landscape as before. It's not like the days of your grandparents and stuff like that. You can go out, have a good time, don't have to really worry about a lot of this stuff. A lot of the dudes are just coming out here to do something stupid. Not even just dudes, it's females too that's out here doing stupid stuff too on their setup game too. So I don't know, but that's why I just chill now. I don't, really get out like that. I don't drink no more either, so it's all good. Yeah, man. I put that down since I laid that bottle down. I
I
don't.
thought I just saw you with a
Ohana,
40 ounce.
you saw me with Ohana. No, that's you off to the corner store. Hey, I don't mess around with that. But like I said before, y'all share the post and just if you got any thing that you want to comment on any topic that we say here, you can look at the number across the screen, which is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. But also, y'all can follow us on those other little platforms that I told you to. The love and support will be appreciated. But before we go into any little topic, I want to get a little bit back on this Gayle King thing. It's getting a little bit out of hand now, and where we're seeing the celebrities take hold of it now, and everybody is talking about how Snoop went in on her and called her a dog head, B-I-E. Y'all know what he did, but he called her that, and a lot of people are coming to her rescue, and a lot are kind of like on the other side where they understand why Snoop came at her like that. Snoop was basically saying that's his friend. Kobe was his friend and stuff like that, and she picked a terrible time to say what she said. We're not gonna stay on this too long because I'm pretty much sick and tired of it. But one of the things that Ricky Smiley said on his comment, he said that Oprah saying her friend Gail is hurting, but can you just imagine how Vanessa Bryant is hurt? You know what I'm saying? So I think nobody took that under consideration that this woman had just lost her husband, best friend, and child. Now she got to buy two coffins, and she got to buy and outfits to put them in. Not just all that stuff, and nobody ain't worried about Miss Gayle and her crime because she got backlash. It's deserving. What you had something to say?
No, I was choking on some spit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. But anyway, I just today's show was supposed to be about some Facebook memes and stuff like that I saw, but I had one in particular that was posted in a group that I saw, and I really want to get into this one because it is kind of funny to me because some people take statements from millionaires and think that it applies to their life, and this little statement I can't relate to. I'm sorry, my boy Wallace had a song back in the day we recorded called "I Can't Relate," and in this statement it said, and some of us are too old to be quoting rappers, but this, the statement said, Nipsey said, "Study your queen so you can give her what she wants without asking." Now, my question would be, should a man spend time studying his woman to find out what she wants? Now, keep in mind now, before you answer this question, wants are unlimited. And sometimes, men, we know how to, we'll pick our toys, but women, y'all are more on the shopping tip than the average man is. Y'all can go out. I know my wife, she'll pop up with some shoes, some purses, some all of that type of stuff, like constant shopping, even when I think she's not shopping. But why? I think it's kind of selfish to say a man should be studying his woman to find out her wants. Wants is selfish to me. What you think, Satellite?
Um, I think y'all should study each other. So
Amen.
so so you'll know what makes her happy and she'll know what makes you happy.
Amen. And that's nearly all I was saying in the post, but a couple of people took it left field. I was even being accused of being narcissistic. You know, like ladies, watch out this comment. You can see this comment is narcissistic. My thing is too, is that we both supposed to be studying each other. Isn't if we're a couple and we're married and we're together, isn't the focus supposed to be us and not I? You know what I'm saying? I or you or whatever. If the focus is just strictly me, even the picture with the caption, you can see Nipsey, which is the man looking at his woman, and she looking at something else. Her focus isn't her man. That's some me type stuff. Hey, look at me. Focus on me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If y'all got anything different on that, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I don't know. I find that kind of a selfish statement to me, because I know, like with my wife, she may go shopping and do her thing, but if she always look out for her husband always do the same thing for her. So, but when you quote a millionaire of course can always get his woman what she wants. Most of us men, we aren't even in Nipsey's tax bracket, so we can't even talk the same talk that this man talk. We out of the tax bracket. But of course, a good man is gonna always want to give his woman her heart's desires. But we're not all the time able, because, like I said, wants are limited. I made the example of saying, what if my wife want a 25-room mansion and stuff? Should I? And I know I can't afford it, but should I satisfy her wants? Sacrifice my status for her wants, knowing that I can't afford it.
You can afford it. Just go to Highland Park and get a 24-room wood house
Man,
with roaches.
what's wrong with you, man? But I'm just curious. If you got a difference of opinion, you could comment down below, and you could call us up and let us know. Once again, that number is 646-564-9728, and press 1. I just think it's kind of selfish, because I know the average woman, they of course they wanna be showered with gifts.
Yeah, but when you young, you talk stupid like that. Before you actually get a family and have to take care of another human being, you may talk stupid like that. But when reality hits you and you have to take care of the family, the kids, the wife, the bills, and everything, man,
Yeah.
you'll stop saying dumb bull crap like that. That's how you can tell if somebody live at home with their mama, or they not living in reality.
Right. And that's the thing that. But these were actually women around my age that was talking this silly stuff, especially when you quoting a millionaire.
Rapper. She didn't quote an author of a book. She quoted a rapper. If she in her late 40s quoting a rapper, you know what you should have did?
What?
Stopped at the store, got a cream pie, and hit her in the face with it like Soupy Sales.
You stupid, man. But like I said, it's not a man out here that wouldn't want to do for his one. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because it is some that just they like my man on Fall from Grace, Ashtray.
Right.
It's
Now
someone out
you
there,
sweet and nice during tax season, but after that tax money is gone, you get to see the real me.
Right, and that's the shame part about it. But I know with me and my wife, especially with Valentine's Day coming up, we oftentimes, man, we take care of so much stuff. with us, we run a church. We run the church, so the church got things that we have to sometimes pour our personal money into and get done, and we got, of course, our bills and our children, and so oftentimes we don't have the money to be to kind of like shower each other with and all that. So but we do every once in a while we do treat each other to something. So do that make your man less of a man because he can't shower you with gifts? That's the
Yeah,
question.
when y'all get y'all text chicks?
On none of your business. Wait. But, okay. Cuz said if she got my back, I'll take care of everything that I can. And that's the thing. These women are kind of like living in a dream world now. Uh,
And they're not gonna have your back.
they,
So if you think somebody gonna have your back, especially if you ain't married to them, you nuts.
yeah, I don't know what just happened to my screen, but okay, we coming back. But what else you? What else on that? What else could you say about that? I think the narrative has to change with these women out here, and they need to, because you wonder why most men behave the way they behave. I know in my earlier years, I seen a lot of mainly one of my cousins. I seen how she dogged dudes out. I seen how she had dudes crying and
Which
everything.
one of your cousins?
Huh? Man, are you crazy? I know but I seen how she dogged dudes out, and I was always the one to say I can't have that happen to me. So it made me have a certain behavior towards women in relationships earlier in my life. You know what I'm saying? And,
That's,
and
that's,
surprisingly, you saying something under your breath,
no,
but
I just said I see.
surprisingly, most people that did dirt earlier in their life, they can't even enjoy happiness because they busy waiting on the other shoe to drop because of what they did in their past. You know what I'm saying? You can't even
Hmm.
enjoy it. You so busy like, dog. Is she gonna cheat on me? Is she gonna what's gonna happen? I know she gotta be cheating.
No, not me, because my karma already came back. It's not. It's nothing else that can happen to me.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
But okay, let me ask you this then:
Uh-huh.
if your karma come back, did you learn from it?
You have. That's what karma does for you. It lets you feel the way the other person felt. And I never want to feel like that ever in life again.
Wait a minute. Wallace made a point on here. He said again, it's 2020. If you can't take care of your own ass, if you can't bring to the table what you demand, you gonna suffer, man or woman. Plain and simple, But for the most part, I could look at it, and say this: some women will look at me, a man, and say, "Oh, they already peg us to be a certain way, a stereotype. Like a man gotta constantly be uh, uh, strong and not cry and not have feelings and not have they have us a certain way that we gotta take care of this, we gotta take care of that, and they kind of overlook the human side of us that has our flaws, and we can't make a mistake. If we make a mistake, then most of them are on that, and so, but at the same time, all most of them want to be is just a woman. It's good enough for them to just be a woman and be your woman, and and that's all I got to. All I got to do is sit up here and look pretty. That's how most of them kind of like view it. And so, I don't know what's up with you, man. You kind of quiet over here. You gotta help me out.
No, hey, I'm like the audience. I'm just listening to your expertise, man.
I ain't got 2 credit hours. But look. So what's your take, man?
I think the expectations of women are crazy. They need to stop watching these reality shows and thinking anybody's like Ghost or Tommy. I'm sorry.
And most of them are too old to be thinking the way that they think. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, because like I said before, I mean, men ain't the only ones out here that can be bad. There's some bad women out here too, and like I said, we could be a nuisance to each other. So uh, don't sit up there. The same way women are. Some women are sitting at home and telling stories of bad relationships. There's a lot of men that are sitting there talking the same thing that you talking. A lot of men done ran through heartbreak trying to teach have a nice relationship and all of that. And they had time wasted with some female.
Right. I'm not teaching anybody anything because you should be grown when I meet you. I'm not raising nobody else's kids. I'm sorry. I'm saying if your man ain't right, I gotta leave you alone and go find somebody whose man's right.
Right.
Because one thing I can't stand is a stupid conversation.
But the only thing about it is just, if we truly in love and we truly gonna get this thing together, love me for my perfections and my imperfections.
It sounds
Just as
good.
well, just as well. That is a good Tyler Perry movie.
That's a
But
really good Tyler Perry movie.
but
Say it again. What's that title again
uh,
before you forget?
love me for my perfections as well as my imperfections.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
But 1999, I'm going to bed
You,
at
you know what? You tried to get to see if I remembered that stuff. That's how you did. You a slick little cat, man. I know I got my all timers going on, but I remembered it. But I almost didn't. I had to for that one little minute. But hey, it's all good.
I knew you took your brain pills.
Oh
When
yeah,
something, man.
I had to do it. I had to do it. But like I said, man, I just, and these women didn't get it. They just, like I said, but it's mainly because most women have a certain perception of how a man's supposed to be.
And maybe that's the reason why. Because I have some Facebook friends like this. Like I have a few Facebook friends. In the past 5 years, they've been married at least 2 or 3 times in
Mm-hmm.
5 years. And all I think is that man probably got tired of you.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, he was like, you know what, this ain't for me.
Yep. But but be, everybody say this, and they'd be like, most women say, uh, "I want my man to be equivalent to my father," but that's not
They
gonna be
don't
the
say
case.
that because most of them ain't even met their daddy.
I'm just speaking in general, or one of the strongest men in their family. They always want the person to be equated to them, and they get upset because their man that they're dating might do things a lot different than the man that they grew up pattern, watching do things. So,
I don't know because most of the women that I have dated, they don't have they never had a father, and they didn't have any strong men in the family to be around. And I think that's what the problem is.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
They just seen mama being bitter and strong.
Bitter.
Yeah, they grow up and they the same way.
So you think that's the overall problem right there? Just
I think it is. That's a big problem.
yeah, it is. It
I,
is.
I'm saying because if mama didn't have a man, she don't know how to treat a man. She gonna raise her daughter to be the same way, to say stupid stuff like, "I don't need a man for nothing." And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of women they say that
Yeah.
they don't need a man for nothing.
Yeah.
What you look like being around a woman that treats you like she don't really need you? If
Mm-hmm.
I'm not needed, there's no reason for me to be around.
You got
Then you treat that man like that. You get pregnant. Then he says it's time for me to get ghost because you treat me like you don't need me anyway.
right, right, right.
So the baby probably ain't even mine.
You know what?
With your strong, lonely A.
You know what? But you know what? That's a good point. But we gonna get into our topic for the day, man. Why you so silly, dog? But
You think that's silly?
nah, it's true. It's
That's
true
the
stuff.
gospel.
That's the, that's the guy. A Saint Lonely, huh?
Saint Lonely.
Okay. Our topic for the day is: there a love timetable? Too late, too soon. Should love have a timetable? Just listen for a sec. I know you can't fall in love with somebody you just met, right? Then again, that would eliminate the love at first sight theory. Is there a such thing as being in love too soon or too late? Should an individual set a timetable for themselves to fall in love? Just saying that, and the thought of it sounds silly. To each his own, but we will be discussing love timetable. You know, what are your thoughts? I know really that we should always take our time to find out about the person that we are going to share our life with, because that's a very very important decision that we're making. Because of course I want to know exactly who I'm laying my head down with every night. I need to know that person. I need to know uh, how they think, how they operate. You know, are they responsible enough? Or, can I count on them? And those are important things. Of course, they can, uh, they can hinder you if all of that is wrong, in the wrong direction. But and then you got just people out there that may meet somebody that, let's say, they souls just, the minute you meet this person, your soul just know that this is the right person. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody got their differences of how love worked for them, but you just got some people that could just meet for the first time, fall in love, everything move fast, and they might get married and be together 50 to 60 years. And then you had them ones that'll meet each other and they'll fall in love and move quick, and then they divorce the next the next week.
What's the quickest you ever fell in love?
I fell in love with my wife early.
Like what? Give me a time too.
Um, well, as soon as we began dating and no, so it was about we got each other number and we dated for 3 days. In 3 days, I knew
Wow.
something told me when we went out the first day. I said, man, this feel right.
Something said, hey, that's the girl for you.
This
So
feel
what are you going to do?
and so
Hey, pretty girl, I think I love you.
so you know what, I, I was so much trying not to mess it up with insecurity. You know what I'm saying? I was trying
you
not to
you was
mess
insecure.
I was trying not to mess it up with my insecurity. Of
What was
course,
you insecure about?
because you always you're always thinking like, am I moving too fast? Do she really feel the way that I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, me and we're macho, so we don't ever want to be the first ones to say I love you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you
So,
feel it.
so you didn't say I love you first?
No, nah,
Which you just smile
no,
real
no,
hard.
no. You know, no. And matter of fact, I kept it because I didn't want to make her think I was some nutcase. You know what I'm saying? Because we always thinking like that. Me and we think too much. We think a lot. We be like, man, you know. For one, my wife is a lot younger than I am, and so I was thinking, can this chick really be interested in me? You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so it was a lot of things that was going on in my head at that time. And then I was asking myself, am I moving too fast? Am I, you know what I'm saying? Uh, should I should I just date some more and just, and give myself time to get some other issues and stuff with myself together? So I'm always was thinking on that type level. What about you? What I mean,
Man, I ain't been in love in 20 damn years. Shit. I can't even remember how it feels to be in love with somebody.
but wait a minute. Oh, Janine said you undercover tonight, hat and glasses, Mister Light. Yeah, she definitely. I, I'm definitely want to know how everybody out there is feeling with that. Should there be a love timetable? I mean, we know you have to
But
get
you know to stop you from falling in love real quick,
what
that trust thing. I'm talking about you got to really trust somebody to fall in love with them.
you, but
And that's the danger with not marrying early because when you're in your late 30s or you're in your 40s or even 50s, somebody during that time you can get some hurt so bad it'll make you stop trusting people, and
right.
you have to sit back and see what you get yourself into before you let that guard down. So we are guarded
But
until you show me something different.
you know what I always say. It's interesting that you put it like that because I look at it like it's hard to control what the heart wants. So it's like it's
Not if you don't trust them.
but that don't mean because you don't trust them. That don't mean that you don't have feelings of love for them.
Let me tell you what I did last night. I was going through some pictures in my iPad, and I had took a picture of me and this chick I was seeing,
Hmm.
and she was asleep on my chest.
Hmm.
And I wrote on the picture, "Look at this MF sleeping. I know she gonna do some rotten bull crap to me." I wrote that on the picture, and she ended up doing something rotten.
What did she do?
You know I'm not gonna tell you, so why would you even ask me?
Come on, man.
Ah,
She was
whatever.
you don't never like sharing your story with people,
That's
man.
that's right.
Why is that, man? That's what this show. That's what this format.
When you finish getting some more counseling credit hours, I tell you,
I I,
you ain't got enough
I did.
credit hours if you ask me anything.
I went to college NWA, so
You
So
went to YouTube University, huh?
wait a minute. We got a caller. Hold on. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
What up, man? Just joining the panel. I just want to say though, Satellite man, he killing it right now. He is on point with that guarded, and the bitter and strong man. That
Yeah,
knocked it out the park, bro.
yeah.
'Cause that's happening right now, like a motherfucker. Especially when you get, like you said, when you get in your 30s and 40s, man, you go through some shit, and then all of a sudden somebody hurt your heart, boy. It's
Oh
hard
yeah,
to get out, open that mug back up.
yeah. It is definitely harder to recover the older you get, because at a young age you got different feelings. You're a Brahma bull then when you in your 20s, but
Oh yeah.
when you get in your 40s, 30s, and 40s, you feel like time is running out.
No, it just hurt
Yeah,
differently.
yeah, it
Like
do.
I remember, like it'll take like a week for me to recover from a heartbreak. You get in your 40s, boy. You got to be around people, trying not to look sad, doing the fake smile.
The fake smile. How you do your
Dang.
yeah,
No
yeah.
wonder, no wonder he ain't talking about it, man. He really really went through it, didn't you, satellite? You was going through
Right.
Maybe I just don't like to talk about my personal life. How about that?
it. Yeah, buddy. That
Yeah.
20 plus years, man. That I get it. I get it,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Hey,
Me and
hey, look at
Thomas was
Wallace
there
bringing up my
Thomas was there when
past.
we went through it the first time.
huh?
I said Thomas was there when me and my wife went through it the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah,
So
yeah.
know.
And I was trying to advise you as much as I could. Wait a minute, Janine said and 50s. But you know what the thing that
Yeah.
you but you know the thing was though that I knew at that time when you did go through, I knew that you loved her. And I knew that it was, let's say,
Why you doing your hands like a politician now?
and I knew per se that it was just you kind of like overreacting to the situation, but at the same time, it's when you going through something, it's nothing that nobody gonna say that's gonna change your mind. It's just that you have to uh, come out of
Go
it
through it.
yourself. Yeah, you got to go through yourself, and so,
Yeah.
I never was that friend that was gonna say, yeah, man, leave her. I never said that to you. I just
Right.
said, just to take your time with it and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
but I guess, but in a different case, if you had said well, she did this and did that, and I know it was her. I was like, maybe you want to consider this, maybe you want to consider that. But
right.
even still, pretty much you got to let people
Yeah.
fight through the
It's a
matter.
tough situation to be supportive and you know what I mean, like actually put your true opinion in there because
Yeah,
sometimes you know what I mean. You don't want to. That's a sensitive situation. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. But you know what's funny? Uh, most people, and I guess it's just more on the women's side. They don't have no problem letting their girl know their true opinion about a certain person. Me
Yeah,
and
what is a guy gonna do? Call you up like, what's up, man? I'm really hurting.
huh?
Like you really hurting? Yeah, man. I don't I don't know. Man, we don't talk like that. A woman cry to another woman, then have a bottle of wine, then go out and meet some dude or something.
but
Men, we just quietly suffer with ourselves.
you know what? But
Yeah.
every once in a while though, you do have that person that you could kind of like rely on. Like earlier in my life, things that I told the person that I talked to the most about everything was my grandmother. I could always talk.
Mm.
I could always talk to my grandmother because she was open. She was the only one that was open to dialogue. If I tried to talk to my grandfather about it, my grandfather was like, "Well, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You boy, you ain't
Mhm.
you ain't come to church and no, so I couldn't really relate with that at that time. So it was like my grandmother was that one that I could lean on and talk to. But like I said, it was plenty of times where I wish I would have went by love table theory because I actually rushed in it because I guess it's it's kind of like, would you consider love and desire the same thing?
Hmm.
Anybody?
Mm.
What's up, Tommy?
Love and desire.
Man, I ain't been in love in
I,
20
I,
damn years, so I don't know.
I that's just a question. Would you
Or desire. Desire sounds more like lust, closer to
Yeah,
lust
yeah,
to
give
me.
me them cakes.
Uh,
I desire to get them
yeah,
cakes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds more like lust in that realm of lusting versus love, which is kind of like a more long term situation.
Hey, listen to this. I had this one chick a couple of years ago. I'm talking about. I was really starting to like her, and it takes a lot for me to like somebody, right?
Hmm.
But she was married before,
Mm.
but her husband did her so bad. She was just so closed up. She was just emotionally destroyed. So when you like
Mm.
that, you got to give yourself time to heal.
Right.
You should. Some people are out here and they shouldn't be dating. Period.
Yes.
And I
Hmm.
know I was one of them people. I was out here dating and I wasn't ready
Yeah.
because
I've
I
been there.
treated everybody like shit.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
Wow.
I've been there. And sometimes, when you're not ready, you don't even really. You might become too insecure about certain situations, and at the same time, you won't even put much effort into the relationship because you're not.
You'll get rid of
Right.
Yeah.
women for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got rid of women for they did nothing. Then later on I thought about it. I said I was crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm talking about good women. You'll get rid of good women.
Yeah. And and,
Mm.
and for one, because I didn't even. I don't know, until I met my wife, I never even gave marriage almost a good chance or try. I never really gave it because I never really seen myself being serious about something. Even when I got.
But I knew your wife loved you when you told me about your ED problem and she stayed with you.
Mm-mm-mm. Why would I? Why would I talk to another man about my dick? Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
And he listens. You
No, I
know,
was just
you know what I'm
I
saying?
know I was just thinking. Hey man,
And he
somebody can
listens.
actually
So that
somebody
make
can.
that make you that make you real suspect. Wow. Wait a minute.
Mm.
Wait.
He said, "Wow."
Wow, man. I don't know what to say, man. You really you really just stepped your bound now. It's time for your Minjo trip. It's time for your Minjo trip. I'm for real, man.
Charlemagne though.
Oh man, but but here it is. It's just I I really like hurt some people back in my time because I remember I used to feel like I couldn't be alone in without a relationship. I went through
Mm.
I went through them periods like that where I thought I had to find I love so much that I had to have it. I had to have it so much.
Hey Wallace,
Hmm.
how long have you been actually single? Like not being in a relationship or anything? What's the longest period of time?
Uh, that was about a good year.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah, maybe a year and a half, something like that.
yeah, yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, so he know what a little bit is to. So how old were you then, Wallace?
Um. That was 2000.
Dang, Wallace acting like
2000.
me now.
You said
It
what?
was,
He acting like me.
it was about,
Wait,
it was
wait.
about 20 years. I was 23 then, I think. Yeah, 23.
Oh, okay.
What
Oh,
about you,
Yeah.
Fat Cat?
Damn.
I had several. Hold up, we gonna get to you, caller. I had several blankets of time where I was single,
How
and,
long?
and, and before I met my wife, I was I was I was single about two years,
Wow.
and he said Tyler said, "Good Lord, 2000," and then when me and my baby mama split, I I was single for like 3 to 4 years, And then I went through meeting the next girl. It was a blank at a time. I was single. It was like an on and off like little relationship type of thing that I went through. As far as being single. Let me get to this call. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
Hey, Fat Cat, this is Adri, baby. How you doing?
What's happening? What's happening?
What up? Yo.
what's What's the topic, everybody? How everybody doing?
All right.
Everybody good.
Everybody good. It's
What, y'all talking about being single?
no, the topic is there a love timetable? Is it too late or too soon to be, relationship wise?
It depends on the heart and how much closure you need.
How much closure you need?
Yeah. Each relationship does you different. Some relationships, you don't need much closure. You can go head on. And then other relationships, you be in for a little while. The person might still a part of your heart. So you have to get you some closure and get yourself together before you can be with anybody else.
But
It depends.
okay, but just say this. Just say you're not coming off a relationship, and just say you had enough time and you were single, and you bumped into somebody that you digging on, and what so you want to try to build. You got a feeling that you want to build something with this person. How long would it take for you to get real serious with this person? How long? What is your timetable to do with this person? Do you have a timetable, or you just what is it?
To get with this person depends on how much closure I had from the previous
said the same
relationship
thing.
I was in. If I done got the closure from a previous relationship that I'm in, it could take us 30 days.
But I'm talking about fresh, not no
Oh,
relationship.
not Fat Cat. You
You
just said the same thing again. What's
you
going on?
ready?
Am I caught into the Groundhog Day movie
You're
or what?
talking about fresh, right?
I'm talking about
Fat cat,
fresh.
but you still got to think about the relationship that the person was
We
in
not
See,
previous.
we
she
not
just said the
thinking.
same thing
We're
again.
not thinking.
Groundhog Day.
We not thinking about that person. What? Let's say this is your first relationship. Let me put it like that.
Okay,
This is your first
okay.
relationship. What's your timetable?
Um, in my first relationship, it was like a year.
It was a
I
year.
was young then. Yeah, it was a year. I wasn't having sex and stuff with no guys when I was younger.
A
Sex.
year.
I wasn't do. I was raised by my daddy. I wasn't able to do all that, and the way my frame of thinking was different. I thought, because I never really had sex or nothing with nobody. I'm looking for it. So I never really had sex or nothing. By the time I went to the prom, I had only had sex one time, and then I was scared to have sex again.
Oh
What
man.
the hell
So
are we
it,
talking
it was
about?
it was it was a year. My daddy scared me because he showed me all these pictures of herpes and AIDS and stuff, and he talked to me, and I got scared. And I ain't had no. After I had sex that first time, and he found out I had sex, I didn't have no sex for a long
You
time.
know what?
So it was a year for me.
You know what? You went from sex to from love to sex. Wait a minute. Wait.
From that to herpes.
Well, I'm
So
saying when you totally fall in love, that's how I equate it. After you've been in a relationship and you talking and stuff, and you're in a relationship, after so long, when you totally fall in love, sex is a part of that. That's how I look at it.
I don't equate
You
sex
know,
and
after
sex and
so
love.
long, you're gonna have sex. Come on, I'm just
Sex and
saying.
love
okay.
is two different things.
Yeah, it is. Wait a minute. Tyler said plays Jeopardy music. Dude.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead, Satellite. I know you got something.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just saying that was a crazy statement. She kept saying the same thing over and over again. Then you would say the same thing over again. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then she started talking. But we talking about love and relationship, and she started talking about sex and herpes.
First of all, I had to say what I had to say over again because I had to reiterate what
I
I
was.
asked.
I was talking about the whole situation. Y'all, I
You
mean,
talking
now
about how
tonight
your daddy
nobody
showed you pictures
has
of herpes.
a
Why
sensible
your
frame of
daddy have
mind.
pictures of
I'm
herpes?
saying I'm saying all of
I'm
that
sure
goes. All of these
the
things play a
smartphone wasn't
part,
even out yet.
man.
Why
That's
your
what I'm
daddy get
telling you.
pictures of
All of
herpes
these
for?
things play a part of love. I
But
mean,
Mm-hmm.
why did your
who
daddy
are
have
you
pictures
loving?
of herpes?
You don't believe that being sexual with your mate is a part of a relationship? What's really
I'm
going
talking
on?
about I wouldn't share herpes with my daughter.
You tell me. Yeah, and they
Yeah,
do, and all of that
he
does
just
play a
kept it in his
part.
wallet. He said,
Herpes, all that shit.
one day she gonna
You
start
got to
having
think about
sex.
all that shit with the
Let
person
me go
that you
ahead
in
and keep
love
these
with.
herpes.
Hey,
With the person that you in love with, you want it to be right.
Well, why he keep pictures of
That's why
herpes
you
though?
fall in love with them.
But why he keep the pictures of herpes? That's all I want to know.
wait a minute.
He showed me pictures of herpes. He showed me pictures of what AIDS will do to you. All of that, and I
He
appreciate
was
my
just
daddy
keep.
for that.
I'm saying he's just keeping
When I
pictures of
had said,
herpes
he
with
asked
us,
me,
just in
what
case
Fat Cat asked
he
me
had to have
was
a joint
about
with
the
you.
first time
He
I
said,
fell in love. How long did it take? It took me a year. But because before I gave myself up totally, let me
he
say it
showed
to
you a
you
picture
like
of
that.
herpes.
Let me break it down to simplistics for you.
Ooh,
So I didn't give myself up totally to that man until a year
ooh, a year.
on the
Yeah,
radio show.
if somebody showed me
Yep, it
herpes,
So,
I
took a
wouldn't be
year,
able
so,
to have
Fat
sex
Cat.
either.
so the first time it was like just pull it to the side. Then the next time it was like you can go ahead and take them off.
Right.
I won't catch
Right.
herpes like this,
No, you know,
Lord.
back in the day, Wallace, back in the day it was put it to the side. We could do the foreplay like R. Kelly or something. You do little fingers or something.
But you can still catch herpes like
But
that.
you ain't put that motherfucker in me.
Like just put the tip in the first time.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
you
That's
know,
how it really went for me, you know.
hey, Tyler said he was mad as
I
hell.
wasn't getting all that.
Wait, Tanner said he was mad as hell. He had to wait a year, I bet. But Tyler, sometimes we equate time a little bit differently. One day, 1 year.
Right.
And fam was
You
back.
know what I think? You know what I think about how much my bill was on that date.
What? So, hey, sometimes.
Within a year, you'll have a lot of dates.
No, I ain't gonna
But
wait
it's
no
worth
year.
the wait now.
What you talking about?
It's worth the wait.
Oh no! You was just a kid, remember? And then she started talking to me about some herpes. I'm really not gonna deal with her.
I said it was worth the wait. I didn't say it's worth the wait. Look, your man is going somewhere else. See?
But you said
You
somebody
willing
waited
to
a
wait
whole
too.
year, and
Satellite willing to wait too, everybody. Y'all hear that?
did,
Satellite willing to wait, y'all.
I'm talking about I wouldn't wait if
That
I just
part.
met a woman and she started talking to me about herpes. I can't. I'm sorry. There's nothing else we need to talk about.
You gonna actually wait a year?
Who?
You.
Oh hell no! I ain't gonna even wait a month.
Hey, Tyler said in a year you could have a barber college degree.
You ain't lying.
Oh my God, man.
You asked me about the first time, Fat Cat. Ain't that what you said? The
So,
first time, it was
we
a
ain't talking
year.
about the first
wait a
time we
minute.
had sex.
So
What's he talking
I
about?
just drew a hypothetical. So would you
Okay.
would you now say that's like the standard if a person would come to or do? Because I don't think I know no dudes that's gonna wait.
Now
No
let
year.
me tell you this. With my old man, right? Now you know
Don't
we've
you
been
find
Stop
together
out
for
the
calling
old
six
that man
years.
an
man?
old man.
He only
Now with
61.
my old man, I worked at Lord. I was married. You know, everybody know I was married, and me and my husband separated, legally separated. When me and my husband legally separated, me and my old man got together, and I was working at Lord and Taylor. and we was talking for about a year before we had sex or anything.
You was legally married.
Because
Talk
I
to
was
somebody
just
for
getting on my
a year.
marriage.
Oh, no, thank you.
So,
Huh? He
so
was doing stuff
separation
for me.
really don't mean shit.
Huh? But we been with him. I've been with him for 6 years though. Now I will say that. Y'all could have
Baby.
put that soap in there.
Hold up. So you
So,
only been divorced from your ex-husband for 7 years?
Yeah, it was a year.
I said you've been separated from your ex-husband for 7 years, right?
Right.
Hmm.
7 years.
These
And
girls
me and
ain't
the old
loyal.
man been together for 6.
You said these girls ain't loyal.
so separ- so separation.
Dang,
So
a year? I
separation.
waited a year.
A
I
year,
waited a
So
y'all
the
whole
still
year.
married. Anything could
I
have happened.
bet.
Y'all could have got back together.
Never got back together, Satellite.
But that don't look.
Were you actually like separated to
Wallace,
try to
Wallace,
try to
Wallace.
work it
When
out
I
or figure it out,
Wallace,
or
when
were
I
you just didn't
No,
care
it
anymore?
wasn't separation. No,
and they
no,
say
it
that
wasn't
y'all
no
still
separation.
separated.
No,
Yeah.
no try to work, no reconciliation, none at all.
Oh, so you was just separated just till y'all get y'all paperwork together.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Wait, kind of crazy. I'm glad that that worked for her. I really am. He deserves a Purple Heart for demonstrating such a degree of patience. Hey, a Purple Heart. Hey, man, that's
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell
Purple,
you what. I'm gonna tell you what. If a man
purple.
really wants you, if a man really wants you for you, and really falls in love with you, sex is not the deal. That's just a plus.
But guess
Now
what?
let's
Guess
go
what?
back to what you all were
That's
saying
true
in the
what you just
beginning.
said.
That's just
True.
a plus.
Hey, mute her
The
real quick,
sex is
man.
just a
I'm trying to
plus.
say something.
But you fall in love with the person. You should fall in love with the person first.
yeah. Hold on.
It's
Wait,
nothing like
wait. Satellite, go ahead.
Like I said, I was trying to say, it's nothing wrong with what you said because it's true. If a man really likes you or really wants you, he'll wait a year. But if you
Yep.
marry, all bets are off. If he really likes you, he'll wait till you're single and you're not married anymore. He wouldn't even deal with you because he really wants you. Somebody that even deal with you, knowing that you're legally still married, they don't really care about you.
Mm,
And that's the truth. And
wow.
that's coming from another man.
Interesting.
You know what? That's
thank you, Satellite.
that sound that sounds so much like Tyler Perry. I'm gonna have to. That was Tyler Perry. That was Tyler Perry-ish, man. You on your way. You on your way, baby.
You terrible, man.
What does Wallace say, baby?
Light up here dropping man nuggets.
But anyway, man, hey, what works for most people don't work for others. I know. Tanner's talked about a Purple Heart shoe. He had
90 seconds.
my man out there got the blue ball of the year award. Dang, what's going on back then?
Because I ain't dealing with nobody that's legally married. That's crazy.
Right.
Period.
Yeah,
We ain't got nothing to talk
Purple
about.
heart.
Purple Heart.
Purple heart to compliment them blue balls.
You ain't lying. And just thinking like that
60 seconds.
Yeah,
because
you still legally married. You gonna give me a threesome and everything.
you got a hand job or something. You
No, I
know.
don't want no hand job. You gotta bring another woman in the bedroom.
There you go. But anyway, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Tanner Solit, for dropping in on the show. Thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Like I said before, you could catch us on Spotify, Deezer, iHeart, Stitcher, TuneIn, and all that. We branching out, y'all, with that. So make sure you share this post and subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network on YouTube, y'all. And
10 seconds.
be safe out there, y'all. We up out of here. Peace. Be careful.